Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? My name is Jean and I'm doing great. Eek! Are we ready to do 3 pages in Create This Book? I know I am. So, if you're interested in the 3 pages that I created, please continue to watch and let me know down below which was your favorite page. Alright y'all, see you in a little bit. So I am using mixed media paper and I started with page 102 and 103, Create Nonsensical Creatures. I was so excited about this one. I did doodle these the night before so I would just have a basic idea of what I wanted them to look like, but not the color schemes. So I sketched them out with pencil, erased that, then went over it with my Micron markers just to give it some lines, ink lines, and then erased it really well to get rid of all the pencils. Then I use my Copic markers. I have several packs of Copic markers that, like one is for earth, one is for flowers, that type of thing. So what I wanted to do was each creature would only get 1 pack of colors. So like I would not use flower in with the earth. So just to make it a little bit more interesting, I did start with the lighter colors and then use the darker colors in the pack to create shadow work and all that kind of good stuff. I am not proficient in marker coloring, but I had fun nonetheless, and that is what it is all about, folks, right? Is to have fun while you're doing this. I then used, once I had it all colored with the markers, I used Posca pens and Micron pens to go ahead and add the detail works to it to make it look really cute and really fun, which I think it worked out. So here are my creations. Aren't they cute? I just love them. And so I named them because that's what she instructed us to do. This is Dill. This is Wanda. This is Toby, Ronald, Faye, Winston, and Rumpf. He looks like a Rumpf, doesn't he? This was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I loved it. Oh, I have to put the real date too. That's part of my rules that I created. All right. Cute. I love it. Oh my gosh. They made me so happy. All right, I'm going to let them dry really good before I put them in the book though. So I'm just going to put them to the side and we'll go on to the next page. So the next page was page 192 to 193, Create Textures. I was so excited for this page because it has been such a long time since I've played in modeling paste, and I was excited. So the left page I am using, again, mixed media paper, and I use modeling paste in with the stencil to give it that texture. Oh, it was lovely. On the right, I'm using this Nuvo red glacier paste. Y'all, this stuff is delicious. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. When it got dried, I went ahead and created a sky using soft pastels, just blending in different colors, light blues, dark blues, and I will use an old makeup brush to kind of blend it together. And now for the fun part, using acrylic paints. These are my good heavy body acrylic paints, so you can put a lot of texture in on it, and that is what I did. I was in love doing this. This was what I was wanting to do, is do this and use the modeling paste. So I just used different colors, different layers to just kind of give it the texture that it deserved and needed, right? The more you add light and dark, you're going to get the contrast. So there's a slow-mo of it. Look at that texture. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So I did use greens down on the bottom to create a grassy area. And again, using that old makeup brush to blend it all in. I did the exact same thing over on the heart part of the page. I over the heart with the paint, which I regret later on. Now for this page, I went ahead and used my watercolored pencils, starting with the light color, then I use the darker color to go around the edges, and then I will use water to, of course, activate it because it is watercolor, just in a pencil form. I do that on the entire thing. I make some of the flowers are pink, some are like this bluish purple, but what's really cool is because I'm using these watercolor pencils, I was able to kind of blend a little bit with the dragonflies, so that was really cool. I felt the dragonflies, of course, needed some glitter, so what do? I use my stickles because, you know, they deserve it. And then in the flowers, I used the Nuvo Stone Drops to put the little centers in, which I thought just added a little something more texture, right? We're talking texture. So for the clouds, I use this slick paint, puffy paint, and here I'm trying to clean up where the paint went and I didn't like it. It just wasn't working. So I ended up going over it again with the glacier paste. So I have to let that dry, of course. So I'm letting it dry. So now I'm working on the very last page, which was page 216 and 217. Create an upside down page. Y'all, this was almost hysterical to me. So I just kind of did this little floral, whimsical, and I was gonna doodle at the end, like I was gonna use my watercolor paints, which I do. So I just blob them in, right? The colors for the flowers and the leaves, and then I was going to use my black pen at the end, but then I started using watercolor to kind of give it more detail after the first layer dried, right? And so I was like, I don't know. So now I feel weird if I put black on it, but we'll see what I do with that at the end. So now I'm doing the trees. I do have 2 trees, one on each side. I put clean water down first, then use sap green, and then go in with a darker green to give it depth and layers. And then I'm going to use my brown with a little bit of sap green in it as well to make my tree trunks. You know, for the trees, I got to have tree trunks. And then I go with burnt umber to give a little bit more depth to the trunks. I do go around with clean water, and then I use blue, a light blue, so to represent sky. I just didn't want white paper there. And then I just create like a little bit of grass and like bushes, you know, in the background with just the green, sap green coloring, just to kind of do a little bit of fillers. I felt like it needed something. I end up using gray instead of black pen to do the detail works on the flowers, to add little tufts of grass. And then on the bushes, I just used it to create stems and, you know, little leaves around to give the bush more depth. And that will be that on this one. Isn't it adorable? I let everything dry really well, and then I use Fabri-Tac to put it in the book. And I make sure to date it and put the date on it because that's the rules that I created. Okay, so here is the first page that I did. Oh my gosh, they came out too cute. I really loved doing this. Actually, I really loved doing this whole video. I just had so much creativity that I didn't feel it was a chore. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Okay, and so here is the upside down page. Oh my gosh, I think that is so funny. I love it though. Again, just doing a little bit of doodles and watercolor. It was really fun. And then the last page, which was the second page. Oh no. Maybe this wasn't as dry as I thought it was. But here is the texture page. This one, oh my gosh, was my favorite. It was so much fun. I really love the textures. Just feeling this just looks so cool. The textures from, I don't know if y'all can tell, but from the acrylic paint, just, this was so much fun. I truly, truly, truly loved it. Well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really had a fun time. Which was your favorite page? Let me know down below. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all, be good to one another, and I'll see you next week. Bye.